Hello Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course cross-watchers. Welcome to your monthly reading. I hope you're all doing well. So before we get started, I want to remind you quickly that this is a general reading, so not all of the messages may resonate. If they do, then that's wonderful. However, if they don't, please simply just take what does resonate and leave the rest. Also, be sure to check out the readings for your other signs or the signs of the person that's on your mind, because it may provide additional insight and guidance around your situation. Lastly, I want to remind you that because I'm simply reading energies, I could be talking about you or your person, so please feel free to swap the roles. So first we'll draw a few oracle cards to grab the overall theme and energy for the month. Then we'll use tarot to dive in and see what's really going on. Towards the end of the reading, I'm going to have you pick from 3 different piles that provide different details about the potential outcome. This is going to give you more personalized information about your situation. It's basically the most personal we can get doing a general reading on YouTube. Everything else you need to know you can find in the description box below, so let's finally get started here. Alright Cancer, so for the overall theme and energy for the month of May 2021 for you, we've got awareness. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. You are not being heard. And soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. So before we get into this a bit deeper, let's draw the overall spread and see what's going on. Two of Swords in the reverse. 3 of Swords in the reverse, 6 of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, 5 of Cups in the reverse, and the Moon. All right. So we've got a lot of reversals here, and off the bat, one may assume that reversals always mean something negative, but it's really not the case. It genuinely depends on the card as well as the surrounding cards. There are actually a handful of cards that are preferred to be in the reverse, and 3 out of the 5 reversals that we have on the board actually have a more positive meaning when they're in the reverse. This is the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. They are all in the reverse here. And yeah, I just wanted to assure you of this before we get into it, because I know sometimes when we see a ton of reversals, it can be a little bit discomforting. So let's get into this. So overall, I do see a positive reading here, Cancer, but I'm feeling like you have been feeling misunderstood or not heard, or that someone just doesn't get you, whether or not you have opened up to someone or you haven't yet, okay? But someone wasn't seeing things from your point of view, but you were very patient in a situation, and it seems to be regarding a situation around someone that feels like a soulmate. In May 2021, I'm really sensing that the person you're dealing with will be taking their blindfold off from seeing a situation from only one perspective with this 2 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, and this is going to be playing out through communication, which is the 3 of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, there may have actually been a falling out here, and now there's, some reconciliation, but for others of you, this may have been an ongoing situation that has made you feel a bit emotionally sore. But we have you here represented by the 5 of Cups in the reverse, and this tells me that you are emotionally moving forward and letting go of the past with a sense of peace. So I do really like that. Your person here is represented by the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and I'm sensing that they're feeling a bit insecure and unstable about the entire situation and how it's playing out. So this could be maybe because they were only seeing things from one perspective here. We're really going to have to clarify this. But anyway, with the 6 of Wands in the reverse, there wasn't victory here in this situation in the past, and it could have been due to someone's pride and ego. With the Moon, which is Pisces energy, for the future, I'm feeling that there is more information that has to be revealed here or discussed. I'm sensing that someone is having a heavy realization here after taking that blindfold off, and there are some insecurities and fears around this for some reason. Clarifying all this is definitely going to help out a lot, but that's what I'm seeing so far. But I'm really sensing that this is not something that is simply going to be resolved after one conversation. This may be an ongoing thing. But I'm sensing that now that someone has finally taken that blindfold off and there is more effective communication, things are going to be moving forward in a more proactive way. It's going to feel a lot more smooth and a lot less stressful. All right, just wanted to grab some more light so you guys can see the board a bit better. But let's start clarifying here and check out this Two of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to set this card to the side. So let's see what's going on here. Seven of Swords in the reverse. A lot of swords energy here. We do have all suits on the board, so you could really be dealing with any sign here, but there's definitely a lot of mental energy going on. Let's pull one more card. Ace of Cups in the reverse. A lot of reversals, as I said before, but the Magician upright. All right. You know what? Let's pull an oracle very quickly just to get a little bit more information before we dive into this. Summer. Okay. Devotion. All right, let's get into this. I did set these oracle cards to the side for a moment because I do want to focus on the tarot that came out. But I'm really feeling here that there is a new perspective being gained, and this could actually be mutual Cancer. I'm feeling that someone here is having a new perspective and you are also gaining a new perspective because of this information coming out. And it might have to do with some repressed emotions with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, or the fact that there wasn't a new emotional beginning that you felt that was supposed to happen in the past. Like nothing came from a situation. But I'm also feeling that there is an emphasis on self-love here as well. With the Magician, this is why the situation had manifested the way that it did. So I'm really feeling like there are two different perspectives here that are coming up. You are gaining a new perspective, and your person is as well. There's definitely going to be a conversation. I mean, we do have the Three of Swords in the reverse here, and that for me is my communication card. But with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this is information being revealed, and it could be revealed directly or indirectly. So it may not be a conversation where you two just plan to sit down and talk about it. It could just randomly come up in a conversation, and then suddenly you two are kind of clearing the air. So it may be a bit unexpected here. It's like you two, it's like the veil is going to be taken away here. There's going to be awareness, a lot more clarity. And I think it's really about why things played out in the past as they did. It might have to do with the Six of Wands in the reverse over here regarding why there wasn't victory in the situation in the past and why this person may have had some pride and ego issues, or you know, what was really standing in their way. Did this have to do with self-love and maybe not feeling good enough? with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, we're going to have to clarify, but these are some things that I'm really sensing here. And this could be why this person is feeling a little bit insecure down here with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's what I'm getting for the current situation throughout the month. And with summer and devotion, something significant could have happened during one of the summer months, or maybe will in the upcoming summer. But what I'm feeling here is that there is a connection here with this summer card and this candle. It's just, it's warmth, okay? There's a very warm connection here, or a potential to have a warm connection. And I'm feeling like this conversation will feel very warm and nurturing in a sense. And if it's not that, which I'm feeling like the majority, that's what I'm really getting for you. It's going to be like this sense of relief. These difficult conversations that may not be so comfortable, it's like it needed to happen in order to feel this relief. And that's what I'm getting. But like I said, something significant could have happened in the previous summer months. This could have been when this person came back around, or I'm feeling like this person may have had some sort of realization then, but this is just for some of you, but they may have been in a bit of a denial, or you could have met this person in the summer. That's just for some of you, but that's what I'm getting for the current situation. Let's check out the Three of Swords. Where is my deck? Three of Swords in the reverse. But there definitely is a sense of devotion here and wanting to make things work and willing to have those tough conversations that I think one or both people were not willing to have previously, possibly because of the pride and ego issues. But there's definitely a sense of vulnerability here. Yes, Four of Pentacles in the reverse and Three of Swords in the reverse. So this is another card that I do like to see in the reverse, because this is about letting go of control. When it's upright, you see how she's holding on to that pentacle. This is about trying to maintain control and possession. So when it's in the reverse, this is opening up about something, especially with the Three of Swords in reverse. I think this person is going to open up about, especially with that Seven of Swords in reverse. This is very similar to a previous reading I did. I can't remember exactly who it was for, but please check out your other signs and you may get some more information. It might have been, I don't know, I'm gonna have to check. Ace of Pentacles, there we go. Yes, it's like this message, this offering, like something that feels like a new beginning, this opportunity, because it's like this energy of this new information coming out, and it's being handed to you, and it's like here, and it's like this relief, because for some of you, you may have had this gut feeling, but now it's actually right in front of you. It's yours to have. It almost feels like a gift in a form of a message, and clarity is what I'm really getting here. And I love that so much. But let's grab an oracle here and see what else we get. But yeah, it's like this person is just, they're open. And this is going to really, it might kill off some of your assumptions that you had. And this could be you taking that blindfold off, but I really think that this person is too, because they're gaining different perspectives, maybe how you are feeling, or maybe just in general something came to them. So you didn't see this, but a card did fly out, and this was conclusion. So yeah, I think that you're getting a lot of answers here that you couldn't wrap your head around. There may have been some confusion here. Oh, new direction popped out. So yes, as I was saying, I was picking up this energy before we even started clarifying that this situation was going to take a new direction in a form of having more effective communication and the energy just being more proactive. And now it's like you two can move forward in this new direction because so much more is out on the table, and you guys are, it's like you guys are eye to eye now on the same level with that necessary understanding to move forward. So I like that, and I feel like it's really going to be putting a lot of your questions to a close here. You're going to have a conclusion. So let's check out the past here. I don't like to dabble in the past because the past is the past. However, the past is always good for context as well as confirmation for people watching this reading. So we'll take a look at that very quickly. I might not even draw oracles for that, but whoops. Okay, so these flew out. You saw it for yourselves. 9 of Wands and King of Wands. So we got some fire energy in the past here. I want to pull, you know what, let's pull one more card and maybe one oracle, since we do have a court card. 7 of Pentacles. So this person in the past, there wasn't victory here. There was definitely some pride and ego issues. This person was afraid to take action is what I'm feeling, but they were taking action around assessing the situation and really trying to gain more information, because 7 of Pentacles is all about evaluation, knowledge, and assessment. So they were looking at this, but at the same time, they still had their guard up. Okay, this person may have had fears here, but it's this feeling like this person, I don't know why I'm getting this, but they felt like they needed to watch their back a lot. So this person may have dealt with a lot of negative situations with others in the past. But at the same time, in this situation with you, I felt like they were protecting themselves and like they didn't want to move forward. They felt like they needed to protect themselves out of fear. So that's why they didn't really jump in on this opportunity, but they were assessing the situation is what I'm getting. We'll pull an oracle. So it's like, separation. So yeah, there could have been a separation here where they were assessing this and so forth. But like I said, there was not victory here because of those pride and ego issues. Signs. So regarding signs, you could have seen the signs before this happened, but what I'm ultimately feeling is this person was drawn back to you because these arrows, it's like they're pointing towards here, towards the present and even the future. So I feel like after this separation, there was signs to move towards you again. Because even though there may have been a separation or a stop in communication, it wasn't really ever over, at least not for this person. It was like a pause because they needed to figure it out. Because in the past, all this energy down here, they didn't go for it because Wands is fire energy. So that was blocked. They didn't go in for this victory, but all this energy down here is upright. So they were assessing the situation. They had their guard up, but they didn't leave the situation. She's standing her ground. She's still there. She's defending it, but she also has her guard up. So it's like this person stayed in it, and it could have been a bit, mentally exhausting as well, but they were looking at this situation and the work and effort that they would need to put in. And after a break in communication or separation or whatever it is that happened here, this person, maybe there were some synchronicities or signs or this gut feeling, but something did draw them back to you. And I have a feeling that this is what could have been. I'm feeling someone that's very in their head, like they were overthinking a lot, and that's maybe why they had this blindfold on over their eyes. And, you know, if you look at this card, when we were talking about the Two of Swords in the reverse, when it's upright, because in order to have it in the reverse, you needed to have it in upright first, but she's crossing her heart, and it's like she could just put those swords down and open her heart up, but she wasn't, or she's not, because she has this blindfold on her eyes, and she's only seeing one thing, and it's what's behind that blindfold. So I feel like this person was assessing the situation, but there was a lot of like assumptions and biases and things that was just holding this person back. So they were assessing it, but they never went for it until recently, or whenever this person ended up coming back in. And if they haven't, then it looks like they may be. This could be why we're getting this reconciliation card. You know, this person from the past, if there was an actual separation and they haven't come back in, and this storyline is really aligning with you, then this could be this person coming back in. And it's because they're finally seeing things in a different light. But let's check out your person down here. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Cups. The Sun in the reverse, Leo energy. Let's pull one more here. I am getting a lot of fire energy here, even with the Sun and the candle and summer and the Hermit in the reverse. Okay, so I do have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Let's pull a couple oracles here. Ascending. Union. I love this energy, Cancer. So yeah, with 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and this is also my not so single card, because when it's in the upright, this is, you know, being your independent self, you doing you, you know, living the single life, happy, focusing on you, all that stuff. But in the reverse, it can be the I'm not sure I want to be single anymore. But it's also about insecurity and this like inner instability as well. And what I'm really getting here is that this person does want to ascend. I just feel like this person feels a little bit embarrassed about how things played out in the past, because 10 of Cups, this is one of the best cards in the deck. This is complete emotional fulfillment. And this person is feeling that with you, because if it was just themselves, that's 9 of Cups. That's the person alone. But in order to have the 10 of Cups, this is more than one person. This is everyone. And this is, like I said, complete emotional fulfillment. But at the same time, with the Sun in the reverse and the Hermit in the reverse, there's something about this person that I'm just getting that they're feeling a bit down and pessimistic. And the Hermit is Virgo energy, by the way. This person could be feeling a bit depressed, or maybe it's this energy of like feeling happy with you and knowing, and if things haven't evolved yet, it's like knowing that you bring them this 10 of Cups happiness, but also feeling really insecure about it and pessimistic. Maybe if this person's coming back in, they're not really feeling like you would take them back. but they want to go in this new direction with you. And I think they feel bad for the fact that they didn't see it in a different way, but there's this awareness that's coming in for them. And there's communication here, like I said, but this person is definitely dealing with a lot of like inner insecurities here, despite them feeling very happy with you. And they want to ascend this. It's like they still want to try and work on things. They want to ascend these insecurities within themselves, and they want union. So it's like, as I was saying, I was getting a lot of like swords energy. I feel like this is mental. And I know we don't have it right here, but in general, we were pulling a lot of swords with the 7 of Swords, especially for the, the current situation. 2 of Swords in the reverse, 7 of Swords, things like that. I think we had more swords over here too, right? 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to let go of control, open up. This person could have been trying to control the situation too much in the past because of their pride and ego. And that's what kind of had them stuck in this stagnation. That's why nothing really moved forward. And despite these inner insecurities and instability, they want to ascend this and they want union. I don't know why I'm getting this, but in my head I just see this vision of this person that's running towards a cliff and they're about to jump off the cliff into the water, and they really want to do it because it looks like so much fun and everyone's doing it, but they have those fears and they're just telling themselves, just go for it, just go for it, just go for it. But they run up to it and then they stop and they pull back and they're like, no, I can't do it. And they're like, no, but I want to do it. So they keep running. And they finally just take that leap of faith and they do it. I'm surprised we haven't gotten the Fool yet. But it's like, that's what I'm getting. It's like the happiness that this person has with you is really outweighing all these like inner insecurities and instability that they feel within themselves and any sort of anxiety. They want to ascend this. And they want union. They want to get past that. So I think this person is kind of like just going with it and just kind of running through their fears. It's like the only way out is through. And I love that saying so much. I think that that's what this person is trying to do, whether they realize it or not, because I don't think they want to give up this connection. So let's check out you. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Strength in the reverse, more Leo energy. There's a lot of raw emotion here. King of Pentacles. Let's pull an oracle or two. Surrender. Family. So for some of you, you could have a family with this person, but I'm really feeling like this person feels like family to you. Oh, one more. Refocus. So what I'm really feeling here is that, like I said, there's still more information that needs to come out. Whatever you two are talking about, this person's going to offer some information to you, and it's going to give you a sense of peace because you have the answers. But this person wants to ascend and have this union with you, but I don't think they are just straight up telling you that, because their insecurities could be standing in the way. This could be information that later comes out, because we still have the Moon here, which is telling us that there's more there that needs to come out. But I feel like whatever information comes out here, it's going to give you a sense of relief. And with the 10 of Swords in the reverse, it's like these swords are finally coming out. So if you had any assumptions or biases or why the person is the way that they are, or what happened in the past, or why it didn't work out, or any kind of question in your mind, it's like these swords are falling out, going to be able to start healing with the truth, because now you are going to have the truth. But with Strength in the reverse, there is a lot of raw emotion here, and there's a need to have courage, because this person does want something with you, but I think that you are feeling a bit discouraged here because you don't have all the answers yet. And you might, I'm feeling this energy of you feeling like you have the answers, but it might not be everything that you want to hear. There's still some things that are inconclusive. And so you got your answers, they all make sense, but you still aren't sure what's going to happen here, because I really don't feel like this person is telling you, I want to be with you, okay? It's like this is an ongoing thing, even though they do. It's pretty clear to me. But, and it could be that conversation where it's like, you make me very, very happy, and they are telling the truth, but it could be something within themselves, like they don't really feel like they can give you everything, but they're trying to ascend these negative feelings because it's a struggle within themselves. So it's like you are emotionally surrendering, and it's like this feeling that this person, you know the bond that you have with this person and how strong it is. So I think that, and if you don't think this, you should surrender it to the universe and ask the universe to just bring you what it is that you need and what is best for you, because I do believe that this bond is strong enough, and you need to trust the universe, because this conversation is happening for a reason. This information is coming out for a reason. Even though you might feel like things are in limbo, you just got to surrender and see how these things play out. It's always going to start with getting some answers, even though, you know, it's like reading a book. You get some answers, you learn some information, but you don't get the ending until the end. You know, you never really know where it's going until the end of the book. You have a gut feeling of where it's going, or you have an idea, but you don't know for sure. Sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right. And the best that you can do right now is just surrender and find that strength within you, because now I feel like you're going to feel good about receiving the answers that you need, but you're still going to feel a bit uncertain where this is going, because the answers that you receive, I think they're going to be kind of like open-ended, where the situation could go one of two ways. But with the King of Pentacles, you're stable here. You're good. You know your worth. You might just be focusing on yourself for now and doing your own thing with this refocus. But as time goes on, I'm really feeling that with the moon, there's going to be more answers coming your way. And you may be using just your surroundings, your 3D, your work, your hobbies, things that you enjoy to kind of distract yourself. And I'm not saying that you should be distracting yourself, but kind of to keep yourself busy so that you are not just constantly like ruminating or thinking about this, because I'm really feeling like this is a bit of a pause, but also a continuation. I know that's so might not make sense, but hear me out. It's like a pause in this connection to have this conversation to really figure out where this is going. But a lot is coming out that I think that you deserve to know, and that this person wants you to know, and I think that they are gaining a new perspective too. So yeah, that's really what I'm getting here for you. But there's definitely relief, because it's like you're getting some of your answers, some of the things that you've wanted to know. And despite not really knowing where this is going, you are feeling at peace emotionally, because it's almost this feeling of things are starting to move forward. I'm finally getting some information here. All right, let's get into this moon card, and then we will get started on the pick-up piles, which are optional. I just want to put that out there. Some of you guys don't like pick-up cards. That's totally fine. You can totally click off when or after we discuss the overall outcome for the moon, but the pick-up piles are simply to offer more information and details to those who want them. So let's see overall outcome here with the moon. Okay, 5 of Swords in the reverse. Liking this. This is another card that we do want to see in the reverse. Eight of Wands. Justice, Libra energy. I love this Cancer so much. So much. Okay, so what I'm really getting here, the overall outcome, you don't know that this is going to happen, because I feel like you are going to be left in limbo here. Like I said, you got some answers that you need, but you're like, now what? And the situation may be left hanging here. But 5 of Swords in the reverse, this is about compromise and coming together. So this is about working as a team as well, and to what? 8 of Wands, swift movement towards justice and making things right again. I love this so much. And I feel like you two will be working together. There's going to be some fears here that are being worked through, but what I'm really getting, usually when I pull the moon as the main card for a spread, this is telling me that this is something that you are not going to know, or you are not going to expect. And you may be thinking, oh, I need to refocus here, just focus on me, you know, and then suddenly this is what is going to come out, that this person wants to work on things. Because like I said, I don't think they're telling you that you make them so happy. This person might have some issues with communication, and they may not be very open with their emotions. So what they tell you down here might not be everything you need to hear, even though it's a lot for what they usually give you. But yeah, what you don't know, and how this situation, it's kind of like this twist where it's just like, wait, really? You know, you want to work on making things right here? And I don't think it's going to be expected. Because like I said, this person is going to just run at that cliff and take that leap of faith. So I'm really liking that. So let me set up the pick a card piles for those who are interested in getting more details about the potential outcome. Alright, so if you have ever done a pick a card reading, then you know exactly how this works. However, if you don't, what I would like for you to do is pause the video and take a deep breath and simply choose a pile, whichever one you are drawn to. Pile 1, we have Jade. Pile 2 is Red Jasper. And then pile 3 is Crystal Quartz. So you can choose a pile based on a specific crystal, the color, the position, the number 1, 2, or 3, or just wherever your mind or your eyes take you and is just pulling you in. So I will give you a moment to choose, and then we will get started. Alright, so if you chose pile 1 or the Jade, then this reading is for you. So what I am feeling here is justice is being brought to things not feeling so fair in the overall situation. There may have been an equal give and take in the past, or just someone wasn't putting in the necessary effort, but love is being brought into the situation with this new moon in Aquarius, as well as an offer. I'm feeling that for some of you, this person may just come in with that offer unexpectedly. And it's asking you to keep an open mind here. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So you may not think that this is your soulmate or someone that you could be with long term because of what happened in the past. This is just for some of you, even though you would like it. But it's like when we saw that strength in the reverse, it was kind of that feeling of doubt, you know, like, could it actually really work with this person? And with healthy choices, you want to make healthy choices here. So I feel like justice is going to be brought into this situation. This person is going to want to be on a more equal playing field, and they're going to want to put in that effort with you. For all of you, the offer is going to be different here, but love is going to be brought into this situation, and it's going to feel very, very wholesome. And I think that the advice here is to really keep an open mind and weigh out the situation. And if the dynamic is healthy, then go for it. And if not, then you may need to pull your energy back. But from what I'm seeing here is that this individual is going to try to really come in and work on things here and balance out the scales. So that's what I'm getting for group 1. And like I said, you're really not going to expect this. So for pile 2, if you chose the red jasper, then this is your reading. But what I'm really feeling here is this person is going to bring justice to their inconsistencies. I feel like this person has been battling out a lot in their mind. There may have been some impulsiveness here. In the past, for some of you, this person could have acted a bit arrogant or rude towards you. This person could have been giving you mixed signals. They could have been acting hot and cold, whether this was in the past and then there was a separation of some sort, or just in the recent past in general. But I'm feeling there was some sort of situation or a break here because this person misses you. And if not, it's kind of like this realization that this person has, as we saw before, like you make them really, really happy with that 10 of Cups energy. And it's like this, they miss you when you two aren't talking or interacting or spending time together. And I think this person wants to get to know you more. So this could be a connection that really needs to either restabilize, or a connection where a solid foundation needs to be built. So I'm feeling that this person does want to get to know you, but it's all going to start with them setting their pride and ego aside and being more consistent with their efforts and not really feeling some mind games here. Like this person has to just crush that, get rid of it, you know, and I think that's what they want to do. And with Hand of Cards, I don't think they're going to tell you this off the bat, okay, but they want you to, for some of you, they could, but it's kind of like you might just see this in their actions, like this person is just talking to you regularly and they're not kind of pulling away, and it might be like confusing to you at first because you're like, what? But I think you're going to try and be a little bit strategic here. You're not going to give your heart away, which, right away, which I think is good. I think you should definitely see how it goes and use your intuition, your discernment, logic, have that all balanced and just kind of feel the situation out. But we do have a win-win outcome as forecast, full moon in Libra. So I feel that you two are going to spend a lot of time getting to know each other without all this person's, inconsistencies and basically their own blocks getting in the way. They want to kind of tear those down. And they want to take a chance here with you because you do make them happy. So that's what I'm really seeing here for group 2, for those who chose the red jasper. So if you chose pile 3 or the crystal quartz, then this reading is for you. And I'm really feeling that this person is bringing justice to their defensiveness and kind of keeping their walls up and feeling like they always need to watch their back and setting these like invisible boundaries, okay? I feel like this person is going to start to let their guard down with you, and they're going to be open to being a bit more vulnerable, which is beautiful. And we got a new romantic cycle begins, signs, you deserve love, you are lovable, and the butterfly, which is relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. So I really, really love this because I feel like this is when this person comes back in, or, you know, the conversations continue and things end up being worked out or worked through, it's going to lead to a new romantic cycle with this person. And I think you are going to see the signs through this communication that is ongoing. And you know that you want love here and that you deserve it. And I think this person is taking their guard down because they realize that they deserve it too, and that you are capable of giving them what it is that they want and need. So I think this person, a lot of trust is going to be built here as well. And this common understanding of each other where it's just like, yes, we both want this, let's give it a shot. And yeah, relationship evolving to the next phase, and there's going to be growth here. And I believe your person will be healing that inner child. This person could have dealt with some codependency issues in previous relationships, or there could have been some childhood trauma, but it seems like this person is going to be working through that with you, because they're consciously choosing to be more open here. And I think if you've been talking to this person for a while, or you know them pretty well, it's like they have realized that they can feel safe around you, and they can let that guard down. And it might take a bit for them to fully let it down, but it seems like that's what they really want to try and do here. So that's what I'm getting. And regardless of what pile you chose, you know, your hard work is paying off with this person. So I feel like you really were invested, and things are finally turning in your favor. So I'm really, really loving that energy. So yeah, that's what I'm really getting for you, Cancer. I really hope this reading was able to provide you with some insight. If this reading did resonate for you, please comment below and let me know how it did. I always read all my comments and would love to know how this reading fit into your life. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, don't forget to hit the bell button to be notified when I post new readings. Lastly, I just wanted to say thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it more than you will ever know. Whether you are new here or a returning subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, that's all I've got for you for now, but thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.